Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. Joey's back. I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe, at J Wonderful on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon, at Chicago on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian, at LiveTrivial on the MakeCode forum.
Joey, were you here yesterday?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now all of us are together.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
Aww.
Yeah. Oh, and gosh, there's something special going on right now, and we've been having so much trouble figuring it out. So we're gonna do one more round to get it this time, and we're gonna start with you, Shannon. Why is this week special?
I got this. I know this. Comet Leonard is entering its best week. So if you're all about comet viewing, it can be seen in North America, you guys.
Wait, this
Wow.
week? This time instead of this day?
All right. I think you know that's not what I was looking for, Shannon. But Vivian's going to tell us. Vivian's going to let us know
Oh,
what it is.
yeah. The next few days in Seattle are going to be really cold. We're going to have high of 40s and rain and snow on Monday.
Okay, we're kind of an international stream, all right? We go out to a lot of people, so Seattle news is, like not what I was referring to. Luckily, Joey's here, and Joey knows why this week is special.
This week is the week after the Thanksgiving holiday, which we all got a lot of rest, so it's probably a decent week.
All right, guys, you're failing me again. There's a game jam happening right now. So if you go to aka.ms/rkgj, G is in game, J is in jam, you can find out more information about our climate crisis game jam that's happening right now. Make games for it. It's fun. You don't have to spend a ton of time. Just make something that you're happy with. Draw some art. Be cool. But today we're working on our Smash Bros. Inspired game, which is called Food Fight. But we're adding more characters now that have nothing to do with food, so we might have to change that. Anyway, as a refresher, we have our character right here. His name is Straw Bob. And we have a number of attacks Straw Bob can do. You can hold over and do A to do this like slam attack. Or you can press A to punch. Or you can do this attack where you like pick up a strawberry and it's all glitchy right now. We're gonna fix that. So let's go ahead and fix that. We also have jumping and stuff. And the ability to like hit other people, and they will bounce around depending on how much percentage they have. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that animation now. But first, let's look at our next character. This one is inspired by, of course, Lucas's Three Brave Cats. I don't need to tell you who this is, but it's Captain Cat. Drawn by Shannon. And so we're also going to be adding Captain Cat. Maybe today. I don't know. We have some other stuff to do, so hopefully we get to it though. All right. So we have our attack like animation, and what we want to do is we want to make it so that when we are doing an attack animation, we are not using the character animations extension, because that's what's happening right here. So you can see it's like going in between the walking animation and the animation that we're showing, and that's why it looks all glitchy. So to make that happen, we need to disable the character animations extension while an attack is happening. So we're going to go now into our do attack code right here. And we already are doing this inside of a separately do so that we can like have the animation run and then turn our controls back on at the end. So all we need to do is while we're in here, we're going to go into the character animations extension. We're going to take the sprite and we're going to set the enable character animations to false. That will turn them off. And then at the end of this, we're going to set it to true. And let's see if that fixed it. Look at that. Well, all our animations look better. It was great. Okay, so let's go ahead now, and since we've got that, let's finish up our special attack. So this is the attack you get when you press B for Straw Bob. And so Straw Bob is going to be carrying a strawberry around after this, and then they are going to throw the strawberry when you press B again. So it's going to be like a little projectile attack. So Vivian, would it be too much trouble to get some walking while holding the strawberry frames?
Oh, Yeah, I'm gonna do that, Richard. That's not too much. We have so much animation budget on this project.
That's cool. Yeah. Also, I don't want to hype it up too much because Joey might not finish it up, but Joey is working on a very special character. Probably won't have it
Someday it'll
today,
be
though.
included. Today
Yeah.
might not be that someday, but someday.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're gonna have at least 3 characters. It'll be great. I'll do one too. All right. So first things first, we want to make it so that when we are walking around while we have the strawberry, we are going to have a different set of animations because we want an animation of us walking with the strawberry. So we're going to add some code in here to make it so that we store that this attack is happening. So I'm going to first, though, I guess, go over to our where we are making our character. Here we go, make straw bob. And we're going to store some info on this guy so that we know that this guy is straw bob. So we're going to go into sprites and grab the set data to string. Put this down here. We're going to make this temp sprite. And we are going to set this to be name. And we will just put in straw bob. I'm going to be doing all lowercase for these names so that I do not forget. Okay, so we have that. And we now need to go into our button pressed things because right now our button press are very much hard coded for straw bob. So we want to make it so that we do a character attack. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to make a function. So we're going to be doing a refactoring. Vivian?
Oh, wait, how big of a refactor is it?
Medium. Great. Yeah, that was perfect. My second favorite song. My first favorite song is, of course, the classic Debug song, which is just such a jam.
What would you say your least favorite song is?
No song.
That's beautiful.
All right. So we're going to have a like function for doing an attack. It's going to take in a sprite, and this will just be our character. And it's also going to take in a like text, which is going to be the button we pressed, so that we can do this all in one function. All right. So first, let's go ahead and check the name of our sprite inside of here. So we're going to put in an if. We're going to go into our logic and grab an equals. And we're going to go into sprites and get the string off of our sprites. So this one right here. Right in here. And this is just name. So we're going to start out with straw bob. So if their name is equal to straw bob in all lowercase, then we are going to put in our button handler code. So first, let's go ahead and do the A button pressed. So I'm going to, inside of here, grab the another equals. And instead of the sprite data, we're going to put in our button press this time. And it's going to be capital A. Okay, if A button is pressed, then we just want to put in this stuff. And instead of doing player 1 right here, we're going to put in the sprite. Cool. All right. So if the button pressed does not equal A, then that means it equals B. So we can go into our B button pressed, drag out this. And we're going to set this. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and just call this function now. We're going to call do an attack. Oh my gosh, I did not aim this function well. Handle attack button. The reason I'm changing that was because we already had a function called do attack. Okay, so handle attack button. We're going to make this A, and we're going to put in player 1. Nice. Now we're going to go into this one and call this function again, but we're going to put in B. Nice. All right, now we're going to do the same thing for player 2. So let's go in here. We're going to get rid of this. And actually, we can just duplicate this code. Make this player 2. And now do the same thing for B button pressed. Cool. All right. So if you were watching this stream before, you might have noticed that we actually had bugs in our game because we had this code split up, because we had different calls to do attack inside of the different button presses for different players. So not only does this refactor mean we have less code, it also is going to get rid of those bugs. So let's test it out. So punch, 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 punch. Grab a strawberry. Punch, 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 punch. All right. Now we have player 2 walking around. Punch, 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 punch. Grab a strawberry. Punch, 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 punch. Perfect. All right. So we now have this nice, neat little handle attack button. And later, when we add in Captain Cat, we are going to be editing this function again. But for now, let's go to where we are doing our B button pressed. So that's right here. And we're going to set something on our sprite. So there's going to be 2 versions of this attack, right? There's the version where we pick something up, and then there's going to be the version where we throw it. So to start off, we're going to go into our sprites, and we're going to get a Boolean off of our sprite. So this is in right here. We're going to recall this has straub. We'll just do holding all lowercase. So if they are holding, then we're going to do this. Otherwise, we're going to call do attack with our pickup strawberry, and we are going to set holding to be true. So we'll go to our Boolean right here, put a sprite in there, set this holding, and we will set it to be true. And now we might as well, because we're already here, go over here and set holding to be false. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to our makeStrawBob function right here, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that we have the walking animations that we can use to we want to have like walking animations so that we can reset them when they are holding the strawberry. So I think what we'll do another tiny refactor here. Tiny.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
Oh, thought it was pretty tiny.
Yep, you accomplished that. I'm gonna pull all this out. Did you do it again, Vivian?
What?
Did you do it again, or?
No, I only did it once.
Okay.
It's only one refactor, one tiny refactor.
All right, so we're putting all of this inside of a function so that we can call this here. Go ahead and call it add strawbob animations. We're going to make this temp sprite. And we're also going to call this in our when we set holding to false, because we're going to set our attack to something else here. I mean, our walking animations. So actually, let's edit this function, and we're going to make a Boolean in here, and it's going to be holding. And so this will start off as false. Over here, this is going to be false. And now we're going to put this right here and set this to true. And we're going to go over here. And actually, I think we want to do this before we call do attack, because we're going to be running the animation, and I want to make sure character animations doesn't get re-enabled by us calling that, by us setting the animations. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do an if statement right here. And we're going to say if holding and put all of this stuff in the else. So Vivian, just let me know when you have the strawberry animations.
Yeah.
What were you doing? Something else?
No, it's so hard. I started over.
Oh, okay. It can be like a little simple placeholder one if you want.
Do you want to make a placeholder one?
Sure, I can do a placeholder one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to where we are doing this, and I'm going to get the frame where they're holding the strawberry. Go ahead and select all of this and copy. And now we're going to put in some frames. So when they are facing right, we're just going to be this. When they are facing right and moving, we're going to have this. Just delete this frame, duplicate this frame, select his little feeties, flip. There you go. Vivian's too. Good thought.
Oh,
It's my wonderful hack.
sorry.
All right, now we're going to duplicate both of these. Change these to be facing left. And flip our frames. All right, let's watch. All right, so now I'm going to pick up a strawberry. And, oh, I did something wrong. Oh, did I pass in the wrong sprite? Okay, I passed in the wrong argument. Let's see, no, that's fine. Sprite. That's right. Over here, we set this as drop-off animation is true, as drop-off animation is false, and I'm passing in temp sprite both times. Yep, that's what I thought I did. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to pick up a strawberry. Now I'm holding it, and you can see me walking around on my tippy toes. Now, if I press B again, I am back to normal. All right, but we need to do our strawberry throw. So let's go ahead and do that now. We're going to make it so that when you press B, we're going to create a little projectile strawberry. And let's see. We're going to, let me see if I can pull the strawberry out of this image. Not this. I want the one where he's pulling it up into the air because I know there's a frame where it's in the air. There we go. All right, copy that. We're going to go to our, let's see, yeah, right here. And we're going to make a projectile. So let's go into sprites and grab our set projectile or create projectile block. So right here from my sprite. And we're going to change this to be sprite. We're going to set the image to be this little strob. And let's clean this up. Oops. And we'll move this down a little bit. And put in some green. Oh yeah, and resize this. Too big. Hey, you know what would be a good name for the dog we're gonna get?
Tapioca?
Yeah, but here's a counter name, or maybe this will be the name for the cat we get. Tabasco.
Oh my goodness. Tapioca and Tabasco.
Mm-hmm.
The perfect. Oh.
Perfect combination. You get it
Mhm.
every time you eat tapioca. Every time I've had tapioca, I've had it with Tabasco sauce.
That's why Joey hates tapioca.
I've never had tapioca.
Wait, what do you
Oh,
mean
yeah.
you've never? You've had boba.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Is boba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've never knowingly had tapioca, so.
Okay, so the way that this.
It's tapioca balls. I've never had the boba balls. I always get the strawberry chunks. Anyway,
You've never gotten the tapioca pearls?
no.
Why? They're amazing.
Everyone I've gone to has given me the opportunity to have strawberry chunks, and if I have the opportunity to get strawberry chunks, I'm going to have strawberry chunks.
Oh my gosh, Joey. We got to fix this. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to make sure that when we are facing right, we're throwing it to the right, so it's going to have a positive Vx. Otherwise, it's going to have a negative Vx. And these projectiles, so right now we can go ahead and throw a straw. Yeah, not particularly exciting. Well, it's because it's not super realistic. So first off, let's go ahead and double the speed of this guy. 200 and negative 200. We also want to give it some gravity. So I'm actually going to go into here, and for our projectile, I can do this outside of our if statement, because we want it in both cases. We're going to set the AY to have a gravity. Let's do that. Why am I looking in this category? It's in variables. And we're also going to set a flag on this. We're going to set bounce on wall to be true for our projectile. Okay, and finally, we are going to give it some friction. So we're going to go to FX, and we're going to give it like 100. It's probably way too much, 50. All right, let's throw some straws. Okay, that was too much gravity. Oh, right, it has destroy on wall set to true. Projectiles by default have destroy on wall set to true, that flag. So you need to turn it off if you want them to bounce around.
It's fourth down.
There it is. Yep, I found it. Okay, we're gonna put our friction way down, so we're gonna go to like 10, and see if that has better results. Oop, I gotta refresh. Okay, get up, bro, up, bro. It's still getting destroyed. Did I set? I probably set it to be on. Yeah, there we go.
Wait,
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Yeah, what's up?
Somebody asked in the chat, what are you making this game with?
Oh, MakeCode Arcade. MakeCode Arcade is a perfect platform if you are learning to code, or you just want to make retro-style arcade games with a very friendly interface. You can go to arcade.makecode.com to find out more. But yeah, try it out. We make games every day at 1 o'clock Pacific time. So also feel free to tune in if you want ideas or you just want to see what's possible. And today we're making a Smash Bros. Game. Okay, I need to turn off auto destroy also because the straws are getting destroyed when they go off screen. we're like turning off all of the special things for the projectile block. All right, okay, cool. So we got these nice little bouncing strawberries now, which is fun. I think maybe actually we should up the speed even more. What's the max speed, Joey?
500.
Okay, yeah, so we're fine. I was going to be like, we should limit them to a number of bounces, and we still should. But I like how they bounce. I like how bouncy they are.
Yeah. Maybe just.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that when it hits you, if it hits you, it also damages you. So that'll be fun, I think. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead now. We're going to, now that we've got these guys bouncing around, we're going to put in a overlaps event. So let's go into our, well, first, I guess let's set some properties on this guy. I think what we want to do is we're going to have some more projectiles later. Nah, I won't refactor this just yet. So we're going to go into sprites and grab out a set property block right here. I'm going to set this to be projectile. And does anyone remember what I named the damage property on the do an attack? No, that's a no.
Richard, I don't know if you could, like, maybe no, but also technically maybe I didn't forget if I never knew in the first place.
That's true, but you were definitely here when I did it.
Oh yeah, but you know, I was authorized to not pay attention.
Yeah, Vivian was making so much good art.
Oh, okay, so what I did actually was I set it on the sprite itself, but this time I'm going to be setting it on the projectile. And so we have this slam strength, so I'll just reuse that. So put that and go back over to where we're creating our projectile. We're going to set our slam strength to be pretty gnarly, 25. Yeah. And also, we're going to have to make this strawberry explode, I think. I think that's going to be important. Okay, so when this overlaps with a player hitbox, we want to do something. So we're going to drag out our sprite kind overlap. We're going to take this and make it character hitbox. Actually, I always like other sprite to be my character hitbox. And this is going to be projectile. And we're going to go into functions, not sprites. I get so confused when things are the same color, even if they're not close. But if it's like blue and blue, then in my head I go blue, and I open the first blue category. I do this all the time. All right. I think we're gonna have to refactor just a little bit again. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to our slam function, and I basically want to pull out the core part of our slam function. So actually, you know what? Do we have to do this? Okay, where are we using slammer? Slammer's there, slammer's there. Nope, we don't have to refactor anything. Great. Take it back. Thank you. Okay, so what I was thinking was that we couldn't pass the projectile in here, but it turns out all we actually use on the slammy is one, their position, which a projectile has, and two, that slam strength thing, which we use the same name, so it's all good. So we're gonna go ahead and put this right here, our sprite. We're gonna go ahead and put this right here, our other sprite. And I think that should work. Doesn't seem like it's working. I did get 35%. but that might have been from the initial attack. Okay, what's going on here?
Is it the overlap, the kind?
So the kind is projectile, the other kind is character hitbox.
Right.
That should be right. Let me go to where I'm doing my other attack. Oh, okay, here we go. I need to get the character as sprite. That's what it was. So I'm just going to go into here and do that just like that. And now this should work. Let's see. Throw it. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
It's already causing chaos. Oh, I like this. Okay, cool. So we have our way too powerful strawberry projectile that's just destroying us all around. Look, I'm not even doing anything, and they're just like causing us to bounce all around the stage. Yeah, so obviously it's too good. Well, actually, maybe it's not too good because I'm getting hit just as much as player 2 is. But we want to make it so that this strawberry gets destroyed after it hits you. So we're gonna make it play an animation, and we're going to turn Ghost on so that it doesn't hit you again. We're gonna have a bug when we do this, but I'll get to that as soon as we get the basic code in there. So we'll do the slam. We're gonna go into animations. Right here, we're gonna go to sprite, and for our frames, we're just gonna go into gallery, and we have these really nice explosion animations. So I'll just use one of those, this one. And we're going to put this down to like 100. And let's see how many frames this is. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to give it a lifespan of 400, which means it'll automatically get destroyed when this is done. Maybe like 500. And then we're also going to go in and set a flag on it. We're going to set ghost to be true, which is going to make it so that it doesn't collide with us again. All right, let's try this out. We're going to go ahead and throw it, and whoa. Okay, it just immediately blew up. Also, it keeps going. That's another thing we've got to fix. All right, let's go to back to our projectile code right over here. Okay, so we're going to clear out a few things. So we're going to set the Vx to 0. We're going to set the Vy to 0, and we're going to set the Ay, which is our gravity, to 0, and this should stop us from moving. So let's try it now. We should at least be able to see the nice little animation. Yep, there we go. Actually, I think we should make this faster. Let's make this 50. And see what that's like. Yeah, all right, cool.
Incredible.
Okay, yeah, so we've made a really great attack that all it does is damage you.
I mean, it's a close range double-edged sword, right?
Yeah, that's true. I guess I can. Here, let me get player 2 with it.
Oh, because it destroys on the first overlap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it doesn't. Yeah. So no. This is just an attack that causes you to get, fly. All right. So let's try and think of the best way to fix this. I think the easiest way to do it is let's go to where we're creating our projectile. See right here. And we're going to set the left or right of our projectile depending on which way we're sending it. So if we're sending it to the right, we want to set its left to be our right. So we'll put that right there. We're going to go into sprites and grab a position right here. We're going to set this left to be our right, and we're going to give us a few pixels of wiggle room. Because if you are moving to the right while this is happening, I'm going to guess that you're gonna end up exploding. So we'll go ahead and give us a little bit of wiggle room. And let's do the same thing now. We're going to set the right to our left, and we're going to do -2. All right, so let's try this out now. Cool, yeah.
I really like this.
It's a pretty good attack.
You throw it while you're running? Did you explode yourself?
No. That's why I put in the wiggle room. It
Nice.
moves faster than you do.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You should be good. All right, cool. Okay, so we've got our basic. I'm going to speed up the initial picking up animation. So let's go to our do attack function, the one we've been messing with, or our handle attack button press function. One over here. And we have a time parameter that we pass in. Let's see, we're passing in a whole second right now. So let's make this 750. Speed it up a little bit. Yeah, that looks good, I think. All right, this
Looks
game
really good.
Yeah, this game got a lot more fun all of a sudden. Yeah, so the pro move with this one is you can just go up somewhere high and just throw a bunch of them without repercussion. Oh, nope. All right. Oh, yep, that bit me. Okay. All right, cool. So we've basically got Strawbob's secret attack going, and one thing I'm going to do now that our game is kind of far along and we've had our code going for a while, I'm going to go and make our hitboxes invisible. So let's go to where we are creating our character. So let me do a Daryl real quick. We're going to collapse blocks and format code. We're going to make sprite, and we're going to set on our hitbox, which is not temp sprite, it's hitbox. We're going to set invisible on. And now inside of inside here, we're also going to go to our attack hitbox and do the same thing. And now we can see those beautiful animations. All right, cool. Okay. Well, guys, Strawbob's looking pretty good. I think it might be time to add a second character.
Nice.
I know. That look of shock, it's warranted. Okay, so let's do that. We're gonna go and collapse this code again. We've already got our little animations for an attack, and Shannon just gave me the walk animation as well. So we're going to just duplicate this make Strawbob function. There we go. And we're gonna make this make Captain Cat. And after we see how this this goes, I think I might open it up so that we have user submissions for characters. If you have a game or something that you would like to nominate, if it's easy enough for us to make characters, then we might add some characters to our little MakeCode cinematic universe game. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set the string to be Captain Cat, all lowercase with a space. And Captain Cat's going to have some different stats. Let's call this function so that we can see Captain Cat appearing in our game. Going to go into on start, and we're going to make player 2. Well, no, actually, we'll make player 1 Captain Cat, because that's what because my fingers automatically go to WASD when I am at a keyboard, even if I'm just like typing for work. And I don't even play PC. That's super often. What?
Is that why you have trouble typing? Is because your home row is WASD?
No, it's when I start typing, then I actually move my fingers to their home row. But it's like if I sit down at a computer and I have a mouse, my other hand goes to WASD.
I see.
I do not use WASD as my home row.
I was like, Richard, your problems are so easily solved. But in fact, it goes deeper.
It does. All right, so we're going to just drag out this add straw bob animations. We don't need it. And we're going to go into our character animations and add some walking animations for our guy. So change this to be temp sprite. We're going to first, though, do our not moving ones. So we're just going to do facing right. We're going to take this frame. Whoops, this needs to be 32 by 32. And we're going to make facing left, and it'll be this frame flipped. And now Shannon has given me walking animations. So we're going to do facing right and moving, and I will copy and paste these over. Okay, frame number 1. Oh, okay. I'm gonna flip these as I go because I accidentally did this. And I love this though, by the way. I love this pose.
Captain Cat's going places.
I want to go wherever Captain Cat's going. Jan, do you think Ollie would make a good captain?
Again, I very strongly feel that Ollie is an aristocrat. So I don't think he's like good at things, but he would be good at expecting people to do things for him.
I see.
I don't think Ollie is a good leader, but I think in the traditional sense of like, you know, monarchy, Ollie would have it down.
Yeah, Shannon and I were classifying our cats the other day, and the scale was from orphan to
Victorian orphan to aristocrat.
And my cat is hard on orphan. And Shannon is hard on aristocrat.
That's exactly my point here, Richard. How did you manage to say aristocrat? Well, thinking about your cat, how did you manage to say aristocrat? It's just so hard.
Yeah, it's tough. Also, I watched that movie all the time as a kid, even though it's problematic. I now know.
Oh, is it? I watched it like once or twice, but it's still my favorite movie title.
Yeah. Okay, so look, we got Captain Cat walking around. Look at him go. All right. So we have one attack for this guy. I think it's going to be our A over attack. So let's go ahead and make that happen. We are going to, let's see, collapse this and go to our handle attack button function right here. And we're going to do an else case on this big if statement that we have, an else if. So we need to press it twice and then get rid of the second one. And we're going to put this right here and name it Captain Cat. All right. So now this is happening. We're going to go into logic and we're going to do a button pressed check. So actually, you know what, I'm just going to duplicate this and get rid of that. So we're going to say if the button pressed is A, then for now, we're going to just straight up put in not A holding right or left. We're just going to put in our on A button pressed and use these frames that Shannon gave us for Captain Cat's canonical attack, which is throwing a harpoon. So let's go into functions. We're going to call do an attack, or just do attack. We're going to pass in our sprite. So let's grab our sprite right here. We need to pass in 2 sets of frames. So the first set of frames is just the frames of the image. So I'm going to flip these to be facing right. So we're gonna handle both directions. And the second one is going to be a set of frames that are a hitbox for while the animation is playing. So I'm going to just put a series of rectangles on our harpoon. Then no one on the last frame. Now we just erase Captain Cat. Goodbye. Whoops. Whatever. It just needs to be some color, so it doesn't matter if it's blue. And we can leave all the stuff in the middle because we don't care about that. Whoops. I was like impressed with myself the other day with how neatly I was erasing everything besides the rectangles. And I'm just messing it all up. See? All right, there you go, hitbox. Okay, so next we have the amount of time that it takes to do this. So I'm liking this 100 millisecond animation. I think it works pretty well. So we're going to stick with that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to set this to be 400. All right, after that we have what is this after that actually? Where is do attack? I need to look at my code. After that is the player number, apparently. I don't know why we're actually passing that in there. Do we use this? Player number. Oh, we do use it. Okay, I'll pass it in. So actually, we have a bug in our code right now because I'm not doing this anywhere, but we can just go ahead and get the player number off of our sprite. So we'll just go into here, do data as number, put in our sprite, put in player, I believe it is, and we will pass that in to all of these do attacks we have in this function. There we go. And now this last one is how much slam damage it does. And because this is just a basic attack, we're just going to put in like 2. That's really low. We'll put in 5. Oh, I need to refresh.
We really need to find this bug.
Yeah, for real. Okay, so all right, so now I can do this attack, and you can see their damage is going up as I keep doing this. But we want this to actually, you know, I'm going to make it a little bit faster, but we also want this to actually make a projectile. So just like we did before, we're going to add another projectile. So let's go over to our function right here, and we're going to grab this is facing right, is facing left, create projectile thing. This.
Here, Shannon drew this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the spear like an actual spear, or is it a cat, like one of those cat toys where it's like a string with a little dottle on the end? I guess it's an actual spear.
Yeah, so I just, but it was referenced heavily from Lucas's 3 Brave Cats, and I think in that game it's just a regular
Nice.
spear.
So
I did Captain Cat because of the cool hat, and also the spear was easier to draw than a surfboard.
Nice.
All right, so this attack right now is well, one, facing the wrong direction, but two, throwing out strawberries, which is fun, but not what we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our code right now that says which direction we're facing. So this is if facing right, and we should be using this frames. Otherwise, we should be using these frames. Wait, these are flipped. Why isn't this working right when I'm going left? What the heck? What the heck? It clearly detects that I am facing the correct direction because the strawberry is going in the right direction.
Oh.
All right, we'll figure that out in a bit. Oh, but let me also flip these hitboxes because I forgot to do that. There you go. I don't think that's it though. Okay. So we're going to make our projectile now. So I'm going to go to here and grab this projectile. So copy. Go into here and paste. Need to make this much longer. Okay, make it 14. And let's clean this up. Okay, I've completely lost what is the harpoon and what isn't. Shannon, guide me.
Yeah, you're right. Just yeah. I think one more on the down, like one more purple. No, you're right. This looks fine.
Yeah, okay. So we're just going to make this 10 wide. I mean, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. And 15 wide. And move this over. Oh, whoops. Move this over by 1. That. And put in our tip. All right. So let's go ahead and duplicate this and put it over here. And we need to flip this one because this is when we're facing to the right. Okay, so now we have a projectile that is a arrow. So let me go ahead and throw some arrows. Why is the animation thing's really bothering me? All right, I'm gonna refresh and see if it's a bug. What's up?
Oh, Unsigned Arduino asks, Richard, did you flip all the frames in the animation? Question mark.
I did, but it's not showing up that way. Okay, see, if is facing right, then we do the right animation. Else, we do the left animation. You see? And it's definitely doing this correctly because like this if statement's working correctly because when I press A, the projectile is going in the correct direction. See?
Can you click into the animation? Like I see it in the mini frame and I can like tell it is for sure, but it's like, okay. Okay, and they neither have asset names, so it's not like there's some weird conflict there.
Yeah, it's perplexing. Okay, we're gonna just be extra safe because this might just be some weird bug. We're gonna go into animations. Drag out this. Put this in here. So it is a completely separate block. It's no longer copy and pasted. Go out here. Get in there. And it's flipped. Do you see this? Do you see this? I just did a fresh frame and it's clearly doing that animation because it's only showing the one frame now, but it's flipped. If I like take this and fill it with pink so that we absolutely know that this is the animation that's running.
Yeah.
Face left. What the heck?
Is there
Is do
code to
attack
flip?
flipping all the animations? Like, is that just a thing that you did? I don't know if I've seen the do attack function.
I did do that. Right. Thanks, pass me. I hate
So
that guy.
helpful. You'll save yourself like 5 seconds of going through and copying and pasting and flipping.
Yeah. All right. So right now our harpoon is getting created as soon as the animation starts. So we can see that we are holding a harpoon and a harpoon is flying through the air at the same time. So to fix that, we're going to put this little harpoon code into a separately do. So I'm going to go into timers, grab a after however long do, and we're going to make it 400 because that is how long our animation is. And we're just going to put this in here. So we should now be able to throw it. Okay, and we're actually going to make it, it looks like the timing is a little bit off. So we're going to make it after, oh, right, because the last frame doesn't have the harpoon in its paw anymore. So we actually want to subtract 100 from this. So we're going to do 300. There you go. It's a nice natural throw. I can really mash on this thing, right? Because it doesn't. I wonder, can I do that with player 2 also? So I'm just gonna mash the. Yeah, okay. So I can just mash the strawberry button because our debouncing code for attacks is in the wrong place. Let's go to do attack. This if controls locked. We're going to drag this and we're going to put this inside of, we'll have it in both places. I don't know where I'm calling this function. Doesn't hurt. And put this in here. And oh, still looks like I'm spamming these. Yep, still doing that. All right, let's see. If controls are locked, return. All right, and then we are locking the controls somewhere. Oh, I never ended up calling that function here. I called it elsewhere, but not here. So, important to note, not a quarter, because I did call the function. I just didn't call it in one place.
Is that not a quarter? Is
Sure.
We do have Joey.
I think that's consistent with how we've treated it before.
If you forget to call the function, but you've called it in a different place in the code?
We've typically been using it as like, you make a function and then immediately go, I think.
And this was a different stream, Shannon. This was
That's true.
Like 2 streams ago. Okay, so still not quite right. Let's go back to our function. Where are we calling that? Set controls on. So here we go. Setting controls on for sprite false. And just to make sure, let's go to where this is defined. So go to here, go to definition, do the set controls on and make sure that we are not passing in. Okay, yeah, so we are supposed to pass in the character and not the hitbox, which is what I was wondering. All right. And I'm going to move the controls and character stuff outside of our do attack. Outside of the separately do. Is this? This isn't right? I'm still throwing too many. But why? But why, Vivian?
Mais pourquoi? Mais pourquoi?
Mais pourquoi?
Is that what you wanted, Richard?
Let's see. Oh, I also need to set the time when the thing ends. So inside of our control locked, I'm also going to return. So we're going to do an and in here. And we're going to do a not. And we're going to get a Boolean off the sprite. And we're going to make this sprite. Oh, that's overlaps with, what the heck? I was so far away from the block I was looking at. And we're gonna say attacking. So our control lock time is not over and we are attacking. And we are out of time now, but let's see if this fixed this bug. And we have some code that I need to copy over, some images to copy over real quick. All right, so I'm gonna throw a bunch of harpoons. Still throwing too many. Okay, well, we'll figure this out. But for now, let's go ahead and copy over our other attack. So I'm just going to duplicate this do attack for now. And I'm going to copy over the second attack that Shannon has given me. Shannon, do you have any way you want to introduce this attack?
Oh, it's less, it feels like it should be less powerful than the spear, but I know you already set the spear as the default one. So,
yeah, it's all right. We can tweak it. The spear I set as the default one just because that was how I wanted it for testing.
Oh yeah. So, okay, so there's two basic ones and then a special, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, these are both basic ones. This is just your standard cat. And then I have an idea for the special.
Oh, it's a swipe. I love it.
I really love the angry eyes that start halfway through.
Oh, look at that. And the tail is really good too.
Tail is inspired by AutoZone, who poofs up his tail when he's doing things.
When AutoZone is agitated, his tail becomes like more than twice its diameter. He just puffs it way up. It looks hilarious. And by agitated, I mean it is anything from something has scared him to I'm just making a weird noise. And then he'll like get nervous and start running around sideways with his tail all poofed out. All right, so that's all the time we've got today. I'm Richard. I'm Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joey at J1 on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon. Wait, did you paste in Vivian's art as well?
Oh wait, Vivian, did you give me art too?
Yes,
I did.
What?
But we could.
Cool. Yeah, still do your outro, Vivian.
And I'm Vivian at Lift Your Phone on the MakeCode forum.
And this is the walking with the strawberry, right?
Yeah, it was so difficult. I feel like we need some like character sheets. Be like the head is this proportion to the body, you know, the strawberry. It's we did not do enough initial investment into the character development.
Oh, this is a pretty good start.
Yeah.
For consistency.
Oh, this angle, Vivian.
I feel like in the heat of the fight, you won't be able to tell that things don't match up. Like maybe in the moment we didn't see the straw bob eat some food, bulk up a bit.
This looks
Oh,
so
this is
good.
so good.
This is, yeah, I think it's gonna look great in the heat of the fight, but also right now.
All right, so let's go ahead and flip these, and we will test it out real quick. All right, so I'm going to be controlling player 2. Get a strawberry.
Oh,
It's so good.
amazing. Throw it. Oh, wait. This game looks so good.
All right,
Guys,
well,
are we a AAA studio?
You know,
the
I think
first
so.
A is arcade.
Advanced.
Oh.
Oh, yes, advanced arcade
Art stream.
art. Well,
Arcade.
advanced arcade or sorry, it's arcade advanced arcade. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. We already did our outros, but make sure you do the game jam. Again, it's aka.ms/arcadegj. G as in game, J as in jam. I always stumble over that for some reason. Bye.